and welcome back to Untamed, Life of a Cougar, and we are finally back in the mountain den. If we're lucky, we won't have to deal with a killer male this time, but we should prepare for it nonetheless because it's probably going to happen again pretty soon. Now, the other thing we might see is these guys starting to grow up. They are getting quite a bit older, and I think we might start to see them progress to their next life stage pretty soon. I think each stage takes twice as long as the last, and I'm pretty sure this is around the time when they're going to start to grow up and get a little bit older and a little bit more capable of taking care of themselves. They're not following us? Okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head down here and we're going to see if we can find any anything to hunt or any predators that need to be eliminated before they cause us problems. The one good thing about this den, I guess, is that it'd be pretty hard for, like, a rival or whatever to sneak up on us up here, because there's only really one route up and one route down to this very utmost part. There are a few routes to the bottom, but for the most part, this is the only way to get up to the very top. There's actually a bison here. That won't do any good for the cubs here, but we can still fight. Okay, let's strafe around him. That'll help keep us from taking damage. But it won't really do much good for them, but it'll do some good for us. And I see a fox creeping around up. That's not a fox, is it? No, that is a fox. Okay, I was gonna say, is that actually a rival cougar? But I don't think it is. I think it's just a fox. Oh, it looks like, okay, that bison might go after it. But we're gonna creep up on it and try and bring it back because... Oh, no, I don't want to deal with you, bison. I want to get the fox. Oh, are you going to make me fight? Okay, fine. Fine. We'll get some food here, but where did the fox go? Because that's what we're really after right now. Alright, we've got to stalk again. Actually, maybe not just yet. Oh, yeah, he's coming back. Okay, I'll stay stalking because he's heading this way. If we catch a fox... Did he just fall down the cliff? I think so. Okay. He's gonna... Oh, no, he didn't quite. Okay. Great. I really don't want him to be... Oh, I missed him! I did not want him to be right there because that was gonna be pretty bad if he decided to go over the edge of that cliff. Thankfully, he didn't. Oh, he's going for the carcass, I think. He's probably gonna try and eat. It looks like it. Is that what he's doing? Alright, oh no, he's right there. Why does he keep standing at the edge of the cliff? It's like he wants us to go flying off. Oh my goodness, we just want to make sure we have food for our babies because they're going to need to eat. And not to mention, this guy could eventually end up being a threat to them if he makes it all the way up. Now, I'm not sure if he will or not, but we'll have to see. So if he stops here, great. The trouble with this is he's outpacing us because we are... Oh, yeah, see, he's outpacing us because we're crouching here. So, oh, is he stopped? He is stopped. Okay, he's sniffing around. He hasn't seen us yet. Oh, he's coming right for us. There we go, got him. Oh, no, 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 not over the edge, not over the edge, not over the edge. Okay, wait a sec. Why wouldn't it let me grab? Let me grab, let me grab. Oh, no, he's gonna fall, he's gonna fall. Okay, there we go. We can... Oh, good, we got up. I was a little worried we weren't going to. So we can actually carry this carcass back to the den. It looks like most of the kittens' cubs are eating. And, so we should be good, I think. We've just got to be a little bit cautious and make sure we get back in time. Oh, yeah, we can do this kind of, the non-stamina draining run here when we have food, which is really nice. I don't know if that's intended or not, but I wish they would add that kind of just as a permanent thing. It'd be really nice to have the ability to just make sure that we can run at a bit of a... Here, why don't we call everybody back and make sure they get the chance to eat here because somebody's still hungry. But, yeah. So it'd be nice to have something more like that because if we run now, you're going to see our stamina's going to drop extremely quickly here. And that's a little bit irritating. I'm actually going to check the character upgrades. We've got quite a bit. So top speed, acceleration, food rate... I don't think we can upgrade anything just yet, so we're going to wait on that. What is our next upgrade? So we go character upgrade. What's the next one for stamina? Oh my gosh, I don't think we're ever going to get that. So maybe we'll, you know what we will do? We'll upgrade our acceleration a little bit So then we'll reach our top speed a little bit quicker. So you'll see, yeah, we're already running a lot faster here. We can get moving faster. Now that will drain our stamina faster, but it will enable us to react to a situation much more quickly than we otherwise could. Now I know there's going to be more. There's gonna be more predators around here, so I'm gonna kind of venture down to lower levels. I think there was... Oh, there's a deer! Okay, maybe we can catch this guy. There was some hunters. Oh, we can get this guy too. There were some hunters lower down. Oh, there's another fox. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Oh, he's running by us. He's probably gonna heal up. Oh, or not. Oh, we got him. Good. Alright, we managed to do that while carrying another fox. Wow, okay, so there's definitely more predators and more prey spawning in, so we need to bring some of this food back up to the top of the den here. I've never seen anything spawn up on the top here. It seems like all stuff spawns a little ways away from the den, at least in what I've seen so far, which would make sense because it kind of stink if something spawned right on top of your den to the point where you really didn't have much chance to even react to it. But we're going to continue growing the food pile. Now, I don't imagine that that a cougar would have to stockpile so much food all at... Wait a minute. I think I might hear wolves down here somewhere. Alright, if that's the case, we need to deal with that right away. But I don't know. Okay, there's something right here. Oh, it's a bison. Okay. I don't really want to fight you. I just want to take my... Oh, okay, you're going to make me fight you. Alright, well, that'll be a good snack for us. And hopefully it won't take too much off of this deer. And, oh, there's another deer just bouncing by. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can't really run with these. So we'll kind of do the run-jump thing just to get back a little faster. So that it doesn't take ages. We're just going to basically hoard all this food in our den. But yeah, I don't imagine a cougar would hoard that much food all at once. I mean, I guess... Technically, it's kind of a feast or famine thing. If they have the opportunity to easily get food, I can't imagine they pass it up because a cougar is going to need to eat whenever it can, but they're probably not going to be going out of the way to hunt as much as we've been hunting here. In real life, though, a carcass would probably... Well, I mean, it might get eaten by scavengers, but I feel like a carcass would last longer than they do in this game. In this game, they just straight up despawn after a little while. And so we kind of have to make sure that... oh my goodness. We kind of have to make sure that we're getting enough food. Now, this is probably plenty for the time being. I can't foresee us having any shortage of food with these. But the trouble is they are going to despawn all at the same time. And we're not going to be able to eat them all before they end up doing that. So, we'll still have to hunt again, and this is by no means a permanent thing. We're not going to have food for ages now, but it is good to have a little bit of security in having just a little bit extra to make sure we're not going to run out of food right away. Is somebody wandering farther away? Echo, and now Galaxy. Galaxy seems to be a bit of a wanderer to me, always running off, it seems. So we've got a lot of carcasses down there. That should be sufficient for us to eat. I'm going to go down just a little bit further and check around for predators. But yeah, so if the opportunity came for a cougar to have an excessive amount of easy food that wasn't going to pose a risk to them in catching it, or that was going to pose minimal risk, I imagine it would probably take that chance. But as a general rule, a cougar's not going to go out of its way to hunt an excessive amount. Sure, they're going to take what opportunities they can get, because it could be a while before they'd have any more food. But, for the most part, they're not going to be surplus hunting like we're doing here. Okay, oh, there's another rival female somewhere. There's one on the bridge, but I think that might be the one that just spawned in. So yeah, this game again is a little bit unrealistic in that, but honestly, from what I've seen of the animal games that we've played, it's really hard to have a game that doesn't have some amount of surplus hunting, just because of the way that that people tend to think of games and gaming. It's really hard to not end up having surplus hunting happening on some level, just because it's, oh wow, you can see one of the trees way off in the distance. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's really hard not to, because in games, people are used to playing as a human and fighting monsters. And so how do you translate that into something like this? Well, that's a good question, and it's a really hard balance to try and achieve. It's hard to be able to have a game that maintains enough things for you to be doing without it getting to the point where you have to surplus hunt. Generally, I think so far Shelter 2 is probably the best game we've seen in that regard, but that game also is notoriously hard to find food sometimes, and so it kind of takes the opposite extreme. It keeps you from surplus hunting, but there's also a decent chance that you're not going to be able to find food at all. And so it's a really hard balance to achieve. Even WolfQuest, which is definitely one of the best games out there, still has a bit of a problem with surplus hunting. Now, it does sound like the new version is hopefully going to address that to an extent. It definitely sounds like they have plans to rework the hunting system. In fact, they have announced they're reworking the hunting system, and it sounds like those plans may include ways of keeping the player from having to surplus hunt, and even making it not very beneficial for them to surplus hunt. So that'll be pretty interesting to see once that update comes out. I'm really curious to see how that's going to affect the gameplay, because so far I don't think we've found an animal simulator that doesn't have some benefit in surplus hunting, except maybe for Shelter 2, which of course tends towards the opposite extreme. And in that one, again, you're still hunting constantly, but it's compensated for by constant hunger. So you're not just killing and leaving the excess around. You're hunting actively because you always need food, which is tending to the side of making an animal probably more hungry than it would be in real life, to keep the player from ending up just stockpiling food, which is okay because that's your major threat in Shelter 2, whereas your major threat in games like this or in games like WolfQuest is actually going to be not starvation, but predators. So, it's very rare in WolfQuest for pups to starve in most cases, except on Bring It On when they get really hungry. It can happen, but most of the time it's because something happened involving predators when you lose a pup, or it's kind of a compound situation. That's a bear. We need to deal with that. But yeah. So it kind of usually is a compound situation. It almost always involves predators. You're almost never going to, in either Untamed or, well, maybe in Untamed because sometimes the food just doesn't spawn, but in WolfQuest you're almost never going to lose a pup just because of starvation. It's usually going to be the predators kept me from hunting or something like that, or you're playing on Bring It On. So it's a little bit of a different situation with Shelter 2. With that in mind, it'll be really interesting to see. So Untamed definitely does take towards the side of surplus hunting, which is kind of expected in a game. Again, there are certain things in realism that just don't make for a very good game. And, ow! I didn't expect him to charge me like that. I guess he was trying to run away, but nevertheless, we'll bring this fox carcass up with us too. But yeah, so it's very hard to have a game that mirrors real life in every possible way. We've talked about this a lot, because there are some parts of real life for animals that just aren't very gamey. They're not very fun. They don't make very good video games, certain aspects of an animal's life. And so oftentimes you do end up kind of compromising that a little bit. And, you know, it is what it is. You do the best you can. WolfQuest is definitely groundbreaking in what it's doing with WolfQuest 3, and we'll see if it ends up setting a trend that maybe other animal simulators will start to follow that kind of does lead to a little bit more balance. But so far, it's been really hard to pull that off, especially given the fact that computers are only just getting to the part of being able to handle the more complex AI you need and the more complex systems you need to be able to actually pull something like that off. So we're definitely to the point where it could be more possible and where people are starting to figure it out. But we're not there quite yet, and so it'll be interesting to see this development. I certainly hope we will see more realism in games in a way that makes it fun and engaging, because that's one of the best ways of learning. There is a fox right here. Alright, we are going to deal with this guy. And there's another fox elsewhere, it looks like. Okay, just stay tracking him. And get him. There we go. Didn't even see us coming. Alright, there's actually another one right here. If we can cautiously... That's not a fox! That's not a fox! That's a hunting dog! Okay, that's bad. There's something up this way. Okay, we need to check and make sure something didn't spawn up here because I saw something. Man, we can really book it now. I did see something. I think it was actually down a little bit, though. I think... Okay, if we go down this way... Oh, man. Alright, we definitely need to address this problem pronto because... oh, that's a bear! Okay, at least it's not a hunting dog or a hunter. Hunters are worse. Okay. Alright, that was probably another bison, but we need to deal with this issue right away. Alright, is this the path down? This is the path down, okay. I think most of what spawned did so on the lower levels, so we're gonna be okay, I think. We just gotta avoid it. Now, there's more carcasses around here. Did I drop one over the edge? No. Okay, we'll bring this back. Okay, that's the hunting dog. So, we better check this area. I'm mostly just actively patrolling this area because anything farther away is going to have a much harder time of reaching us. That's one advantage of this den is, again, it's a very linear progression to try and get up to it in the first place. And so it's really hard to actually have anything make its way to the den from a distance. It'll have quite a long way it has to travel instead of being able to easily take some sort of shortcut to get here. So it's generally a pretty safe den once you get up here, but it's a very difficult journey to get here. And that's where the problems lie. Okay, there is a tree that's in need of being marked. And I think I'm going to see if I can figure out where that is. I went the wrong way. Let's run back up. Alright, where is that tree? It's actually, I think it's on the cliff behind the den. I think it's right up here, which would be excellent because that means we don't have to go anywhere dangerous to get to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right up here. If I recall, I think it's actually up on this little cliffy area. Or is it? Is it? Nope, I think it is on the way up. Alright. Well, is this... We're gonna get right above it and kind of just drop down. The cubs have plenty of food, and since we're not traveling with them, we should have a pretty good ability. Okay, are we pointing right at the tree? Yes. We should have a pretty good ability to get back to them quickly because we don't have to travel and wait for them. We can actually run quite a bit of the way. Oh my goodness, this is a long drop. This is not really what I wanted to do. Let's see. Alright, I don't know what that was. I think it wasn't something we need to be worried about. We can mark the tree, and then we need to go this way, I think. Alright, it's a fox. We're good. Pretty sure we just need to wait a minute. Okay, we just need to run around this way, I think. The trouble is, it is night, and so it's going to be really tough to see. That's a hunter! That's a hunter! It's going to be tough to see the switchbacks. Okay, this is where the danger starts. Oh my goodness, I should not have done this. This is a bad idea. It might be a little bit of a long episode because technically we're supposed to be wrapping this up, but I don't think we're going to be able to easily do that. Alright, we need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. This is not a good place to be. Alright. We need to go this way. We need to get around. We need to go around here and make our way around this way. We've got to get back as fast as we... Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a sec. Where is this happening? It's above us, I think, because I don't actually... We're not the target, I don't think. Alright. I hear them, but they're more distant. Oh, great. They're going to get up by the den if we're not careful. I don't think they're going to get all the way, but we do need to definitely book it and get there as fast as we can. Okay, there's a deer. We can keep running. There's another deer. I don't want to fight you guys. I'm fine. I'll just get some food on the way back up. We need to let our stamina recover again. I'm trying not to run too much because technically, or to do that sprinty thing again, because technically we kind of are in a situation where it might be a little cheaty to do that. But this is definitely irritating. My goodness. Okay, we're almost there. We're getting to the switchbacks. We should be fine. And we did get the tree marked, which is a good thing. Alright, I'm not messing with you, dude. Just leave me alone. Alright, this is where we wanted to be. I feel much safer here. Okay, there's more deer. There's so many deer. We certainly don't have any sort of a shortage of food here. Alright, there we go. Got him. Here's where, if we're going to be bringing a carcass back, we can use the sprint jump thing to kind of go a little faster. Alright. Well, that was a bit of an adventure into the unknown, but we made it, thankfully. And we should be safe now. We should have some nice food to bring back. No killer male this time, but next time I imagine we'll have to deal with another one. And we're probably going to see the cubs growing up a bit more pretty soon. So, oh my goodness, that was almost a little bit bad. I'm going to try and grab, okay, I guess I'll grab that. I was going to try and grab a fox carcass. In fact, let's just grab this one. And I'm actually going to carry it a little ways away from the den and eat it. Oh, okay, it's despawned. Never mind. We'll grab another piece of food. That's more recent. I want to grab something that's a little bit older. I want to eat up the old food. Okay, fine. You know what? If it does that one more time, okay, you know what? We're just going to eat this because apparently that's what the game has decided we're going to do. So let's go ahead and eat, and we should be good. Alright, so a little bit of an adventure, but thankfully one that worked out alright. We're going to go ahead and end off this episode here for today because unfortunately it is that time again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.